There we go. Cool. Thank you, OBS, and thank you, Internet. Yeah, I got killed by Mingus. Anyways. Back now. Love it when that happens. Basically, it was just Mingus saying that we're getting illustrations, but Mingus just saying that we're a menace. Not a burden that pox the leech inside of it, also an immense threat to civility and normality itself. A fundamentally selfish creature, Fungi uses others for their own, often self-centered schemes, as if they were mere tools. Fungi frolics around in the open, breaking laws just as thoughtlessly as they have broken the collective hearts of our fair citizens. Freely engaging in public nudity and routinely harassing innocent civilians whenever they so wish. An obnoxious and abrasive degenerate, they periodically spew offensive, vulgar, and often hurtful utterances merely to see how their victim will react. Very true. Although I would never call Randy ugly. It's rude. Fungi is incapable of listening to any advice or direction, no matter how detrimental the consequences of not doing so are to themselves and others. Fungi will repeatedly harass the target, relentlessly eroding their willpower in order to get anything that they so desire. And of course, the gangrenous cryptid in question is reckless and will mortally endanger both themselves and innocent bystanders without a second thought. Fungi must be shunned from all civilized society as they have decided that they're too good to domesticate themselves. Or, as we who contribute to civilized society call it, treating others with basic courtesy and respect. If you are a Dialtown resident and should find this wretched heathen skulking around the perimeter of our fair city, I'm instructing you to immediately notify one of my enforcers. My name is Mingus, Mayor of Dialtown. Look on this wretch, ye mighty, and despair. A new day is dawning in Dialtown, and it's all the brighter without Fungi. Whoa. Yours felinely, Mayor Mingus Crown. That was really good section. And I'm so mad that it, of course, of all the times, stream cut off during it. I wish we could have gotten more sections like that were like animated, but I understand that was probably a lot of work to do, so still really cool though. That's it's none of that is true, right? Did I deserve this? Have you seen the magnitude of text? I mean, it's true. I'm not saying that, like, I just think it would be cool if we got more animated bits like that. But I guess that's what makes it unique, that we only get one. And honestly, it was done really well. I deserve this? Well, I don't. Well, Phone Lord, all my life I've been told that I'm a monster. I thought those people just wanted to be hurtful because I was different. I had no idea that I really was a monster. Jerry, I'm sorry. No. No, this isn't right, damn it. This waste of paper isn't fit to wipe my ass. What? Fungingi, this note is bullshit. It's not reality. It's a manipulative, dishonest hit piece, one that Mingus is hoping will deter you from returning. Don't give her the satisfaction. But I mean, the note's right about me. This is who I am. Look, Fungingi. I'm not going to pretend that you aren't sometimes extraordinarily selfish, reckless, vulgar, nor abrasive. Gee whiz, don't get all mushy on me, man. But there's two monstrous falsehoods in here, each of which makes this note completely refute itself. What falsehoods? First of all, as much as it pains me to admit it, given how much effort I put into deterring you from lollygagging around from my former place of work, the fact that you refuse to give up is sometimes a positive attribute. But the note says I harassed you. Fungingi, you got me the job I'm currently working right now. I owe the pasture to you. One bastard, two, really? You don't know how much happier I am with this life. You didn't have to do any of this. But you did. You think the mayor has ever cared for my plight, that of the common man? I sent stacks of petitions urging the mayor to deal with your continued attempts to lay eggs on the fun fair grounds. And she only acted after I left town when it suited her schedule. Hello, hello. To fill you in, we finished up Bigfoot's route, and we were now exiled to the Mingus, who is the mayor of Dialtown. Mingus, god damn it. We got exiled out of Dialtown by Mingus and all the other people that hated us our guts, and we came across Jerry here. And then Jerry, and we realized there's a note in our back, and Jerry read this whole thing, and it was basically telling us, like, yeah, we're a huge monster. And Jerry is now trying to make us not think that. For some reason, I don't really know why, but possibly only out for themselves. Her inner circle is made up solely of loons, bureaucrats, and thugs, all high on their own power. They want you to believe that you're alone, but you're not. Have I really made the world a better place? Well, you've certainly made mine better. My marriage is stronger, and the smogless air is doing wonders for my Alsatians If anyone has any ways to pronounce that, be my guest. Eczema? Yeah, I have no idea. Got eczema. Also, dealing with sheep is pretty chill compared to dealing with my old boss. Because of you, Randy Jade has a home, a better job, and ample time to recover from his swan-related injuries. Because of you, Karen Dunn is a state-renowned painter and doing what she was born to do. Because of you, Oliver Swift gets to sleep soundly at night, knowing that Mr. Dickens' dream lives on through their horror attraction. Karen, I miss you, titties. Because of you, Bigfoot is content with himself and has felt human love, or rather, love of a whatever you are. All 5 of us are so much better off for having met you. And we'll stand with you. You've cared for 5 misfits that you didn't even know more than a month ago to an extent that nobody else ever has. So, I suppose I owe you thanks for that. Sheep Jerry, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Wait, what was that other thing? The other what? You said the note had 2 glaring issues. What's the other? Oh, right. You aren't the first person that Mingus has exiled from Dialtown, you know. There was another. The plot thickens! Someone else was exiled for their tomfoolery like me? Was it a clown? What? No! Clowns don't exist! A month ago, you were sure Bigfoot didn't exist. Don't do this to me, Fungingi. I just gave you an inspiring pep talk. Don't give me clown dreams again. Oops. Look, that note says you're a danger to normality itself, but really there's no such thing as true normality nor abnormality. Normality is just an illusion, a concept that changes to fit wherever and perhaps whenever you happen to be. It's what people accept as the norm in a certain place in a certain time. Because of that, what's considered normal changes. Hundreds of years ago, it was normal to burn suspected witches, normal to declare a war over Serbian tomfoolery, and normal to, well, to not have a phone for a head. You mean before the dial-up? Before everyone got object heads? Everyone except one. I can't tell you exactly how it all happened. I don't know the guy, never met him. But he's the last human left without an altered head, to my knowledge. His head is made of flesh, not metallic pieces without a plastic shell. Mine is made of flesh, in fairness. No, stitches. He's a normie. Like I said, he's from another place, another time. Mingus exiled him from Dialtown for his abnormality. Said he conflicted with her vision for Dialtown, whatever the hell that means. He's a furry. But where he came from, he was normal, and we would have been abnormal. Like you, he got a bum deal. Where's he right now? Oh, he lives in a shack 8 miles from here, give or take. I don't know if I'd recommend seeking him out. He's just as likely to shoot you on sight as he is to actually talk to you. Sorry, scratch that. He is far more likely to shoot you the moment he sees you than talk to you. I need to find him. I know that I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. But you could live out here with me and the sheep. I've got a spare pile of hay in the dry corner of my barn, Jerry. Alright, alright. Just know that if you ever grow weary, hungry, or get hit by lightning or whatever, I'll always be out here waiting for you. Jerry. Thank you. I'm going to seek this man out now. Okay, cut through the clearing and walk through the trees for 8 or so miles. Due north, you'll find the shack. And for what it's worth, good luck. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry got his redemption arc. Let's go. It's my treasure, truly. Please try not to walk straight into a bear trap. Human oomph ending. Wouldn't be the first time. Farewell, Sheep Jerry. Goodbye, Phone Gingy. You're welcome back anytime. Aww. I'm not gonna lick his nipple. No, I'm only gonna lick Randy's nipple. Jerry got his redemption arc. Let's go. Phew, I'm so exhausted. Must have walked a good 7 miles by now, at least. Jerry is still within earshot. I keep going, you're doing great. Phone Lord. No, that's only going to get harder from here, right? Appreciate Jerry, even though I'm like 2 yards. If you're tired already, Jerry's always got that pile of hay in his barn. No, I have to find this normie man. Return to Dialtown. Alright, I'll address the power hose-headed elephant in the room then. Why on earth do you want to get back to Dialtown so badly? Is this about your eggs? Well, duh, all this was for them, damn it, all of it. Okay, I know you invested an unusual amount of time and effort for you into birthing them, but, you know, they're probably gonna look like you when they hatch, right? And what's that supposed to mean exactly? Just a factor to consider before you get yourself killed trying to get them again. Angry face. Alright, quick trip back to Dialtown, grab the eggs, then hitchhike as far away from Dialtown as you possibly can. I don't plan to abandon Dialtown either, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry, abandon Dialtown? They exiled you, Phone Gingy. The town's mayor has it out for you. Most of the citizens there treated you like some kind of monster. Why not start over? Why not take your eggs elsewhere and start a new life? Spite mostly. Spite. You suddenly got that in abundance, haven't you? My hatred keeps me warm. Let's just keep moving. I'll make sure you keep north. North up. Can you give me a boost? Real North was the friends we made along the way. I will guide you straight into lava, you know. I'd really rather if you didn't. Just go forward, Phone Gingy, before I decide to do just that. Okay. I shoot on sight. I mean it. Don't drink the water. Many eyes always watching. Stay away. Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even know how I got here. You think this is the place? Behold, oh yeah, behold a shack. You think this is the place? Well, let's see. It's a shack. We've traveled roughly 8 miles north, and... Oh, right, most important thing. Jerry mentioned this dude is more likely to shoot you on sight than actually speak to you. This most certainly looks like the home of someone who would do just that. Oh, sure, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but... A fixer-upper? Really? What? Hello? The deranged graffiti? We don't know what this graffiti is his. It's on his house. And for all we know, maybe little Billy came out here and vandalized the poor dude's home. Bullshit. You can't know for sure. Yes, I can. For a start, none of the nearby trees are on fire, nor charred husks. Alright, yeah, okay. He would see that. Excuse me. I mean, maybe the guy was just out of sticky notes, so he, Are you kidding me? Don't drink the water? Maybe the allure of the dude's toilet water is just too much for the poor guy. Thank you. I know I sometimes need to be reminded not to drink. Even when I remind you not to, you still drink it. Added flavor. Many eyes always watching. Theory, owls. This guy's clearly unhinged and quite possibly feral. Let's bounce. Hey, I'm feral. It's not such a bad life. Approaching... You're stranded in the woods because you got exiled for not being housebroken. Oh. For real, Alice are CCTV cameras. Regardless, I'm now approaching the shack. Oh, if I would. I kill salesman. Krungus, there you go, on the left there. Should I knock on the door? Could try opening it first. Check if it's locked. Door didn't open. That leads me to believe the door is indeed locked. Actually, perhaps that's for the best. Jerry stated pretty clear that this dude might actually shoot your noggin clean off. Would probably be best not to break into the house and startle him. Krungus, Crunchkus. Could throw a brick through his window. What happened the last time he tried that? Oh, I went to prison for a short spell. Wait, if I did that again, the cops might drive me back to Dialtown. Yeah, but you'd be in prison, but I would be back in Dialtown. Yeah, and behind bars, I would consider my options. Scratch that. Prison food tends to be jerkulous. I'm gonna just knock. Phenomenal. Suskas. Oh god, we're gonna see an actual head. This is private land. Oh god, the eye. This is private land, partner. So, I suggest you leave before I decide to do what I usually do to trespassers. They should probably save just in case. Dutch, I got a plan. You understand? Here to deliver me invite them in for a cup of coffee. You're thinking of the other way around there, Hollow. Dutch is the only one that has a plan. So it's like, Arthur, I got a plan. I don't remember. Yeah, Dutch is the one that always has the plan. I have a plan, Arthur. This is a good one. You mean inviting them in for a cup of coffee? If by a cup of coffee you mean a lead slug fired straight into your head, then sure. I'm still unsure if... Am I being offered a cup of coffee? To be clear, I'm threatening to shoot you with a shot of cappuccino? With the shot of a shotgun. I am threatening to shoot you in the head with a shotgun, partner. Actually, nah, forget that. Slugs don't grow on trees. You could just grab a snail, take its shell off. That's like a slug. Honestly, I just put a 44 in you if we're being realistic. More economical that way. Is that a... It's not coffee. It's a bullet. I am not offering you coffee. You're a pretty lousy host then. America, true. Lord, give me strength. Look, partner, I'm not normally the kind of merciful type, but I can tell you ain't all there, and most importantly, you definitely ain't a threat to me or my homestead. Just go. But we need to talk. Mayor Mingus exiled me too from Dialtown. I'm a freak just like you. Just like... We ain't the same, partner. You don't have an inkling of what I've been through. I don't want you here. You understand? Boy, ain't that a familiar thing to hear. Come on, how bad can it be? Bobo Watson. Come on, how bad can I be? Well, you're trespassing on my land for a start. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it usually does it alright. But you assume I understand property laws. I'm not gonna warn you again. Just go. I'm not moving until you let me in. My door is dead bolted, and I've got enough supplies to last me 6 winters in here. If you want to wait, you'll have to wait an awful long time, partner. So be it. You piss yourself right now. Oh. Look at this nice art. Alright, well, this nice art will be here while I... Oh my god. What the fuck? Fill out your contract now. Come here so I can come here. Alright. Wow. We actually waited. Oh. Well, what incarnation could you possibly want from me? Oh. Well, what do we do? Do we do the thing that says don't do this, or do we wave slowly and sheepishly? What do we do? Save and spook him. I already did just save, so. I kind of want to see what happens if we spook him. Oh. What the hell, partner? Why in tarnation would you intentionally startle a man who's got a cocked pistol pointed at you? For the banter. Alright, I feel much less sorry after hearing you speak again. This was bound to have happened anyhow. I guess I've gone and just sped up the inevitable. You're bleeding something fierce, partner, so you might want to get those last words of yours out while you still can. Oh, shit myself, I'm dying. As a man of honor, I urge you to change your last words to something less. That. That's okay, about something to doll up, really. Do you have any last wishes, you poor green bastard? Yes, please mail my body to Randy Jade over in Dialtown. Alright, stranger. Consider it done. Is he, kin of yours? Oh no, nothing like that. Just give anything to see it. I just give anything. Look at his face and he opens the pack of the dead me inside. I'm gonna put you down and let you die in the cold heart of ground because your last wish stinks worse than your britches right now. That's fair, yes. Oh, hello, phone Satan. Death. Anywhere he gets shot by a deranged cowboy and subsequently mailed to Randy. Oh no, oh fuck. Beautiful. Alright, we'll say hi. You know, partner, I get the feeling you're like a leech. Oh, you're calling me a parasite like Mayor Mingus did. Nah, that ain't what I meant. What I meant was, I'm getting the notion that you're just gonna cling to me and won't fall off till you suck my patience dry. If you let me in, I can suck something else dry. You ain't deaf, right? You surely must have heard my pistol cock behind this here. I'm sure that wasn't the only I will shoot you dead, partner. Why haven't you yet? Ammo's expensive. And you know what? Best to just cut my losses, save myself a perfectly good bullet, and let you mosey on in. Well, this game is very good. Step inside and be quick about it. We'll get this chat of ours over with right quick. He's got a bag over his head. You know what, fair. So you're... Huh, see, what's with the paper bag? Why'd you think I have it on, partner? My boy. Not flies landing your exposed brain. Are you coming an embarrassing bandage on your forehead? One that says something akin to fuckface, and if you take it off, you'll explode? What in tarnation are you gibbering about? Is this sort of the thing what they're teaching kids in school nowadays about folks like me? It's a real condition. I met a dude like that. Never seen a normal. Uh-huh. Is he like me? What, a space cowboy? No. I mean, a fellow without an object head. Oh no, he's not quite a person, granted, but for unrelated reasons. You know, speaking of not quite being a person, I gotta ask, why does your flesh have the hue of a watermelon anyhow? Also, you like it? I'm just You like it? No. As a matter of fact, I find him physically repulsive. Oh yeah, take the bag off. Let's see which one of us is the real freak. You take that! I'm plenty good with this here bag over my face, thanks. Alright, let's just get this here conversation over with. What do you actually want? Ask your questions and go. Who are you? I'm Sergeant Norm Allen. What's a sergeant? It means I was in the Air Force, and I was pretty good at what I did. What? Flying, planes and such. Planes? I know you know what an airplane is. I do? Big metal bird. Roars when you throw lunch meat in its engines. Right, yes, I know what you mean now. Well, I'm ex-Air Force now. I rolled with NASA for a while, actually. You know, the space folks. They sent you into space? Phone Lord Mingus really went all out trying to exile you. I wasn't a para back then, partner. As a matter of fact, I was decorated. Like a Christmas tree? No, not like a Christmas tree, partner. It means I was valued, celebrated. For your information, the president himself selected me for a mission. Oh, which one? President Ronald Reagan? Phone Bill Clinton? Nah, the man who picked me was the greatest visionary in American history. President Callum Crown. It's a good face. Yeah, I know that name. Wasn't he, didn't he invent the cotton candy machine or something? Did he? He was the fellow who invented the first phone head. The man who initiated the dial-up. You know, the day the whole world became chock full of phone folks. Right, about that. Why aren't you a phone? I was told that the dial-up got everyone. Right. Well, you see, it sorta did, but... You see, President Crown has had to send me on an immensely vital and unprecedented expedition. He chose for me to be the first human being ever to enter a wormhole.
Oh yeah, enter my wormhole, Daddy.
We tried sending robots in the Lycan first, but all of them lost signal pretty quickly, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've never seen a robot, and if I did, I would likely hit on it and or shit myself. Sorry, go on. Yeah. Well, we weren't sure if they were getting crushed inside the wormhole or if they were just traveling too far away from us. Anywho, as a patriot, I was beyond honored to have been handpicked by President Crown for the mission. They sent me up in one of her state-of-the-art crafts. I piloted her through, and well, I just came right out back the same way I came in, seemingly. Nothing that weird, I suppose. Except, I could see every single one of the robots that we'd previously sent through floating around outside the hole now. Kinda spooked me, you know, since I didn't see a single one of them outside the hole I went in. Either way, undeterred, I made my way back to Earth. Boy, did I get a shock when I landed and re-emerged from my vessel. You ever see that one movie where the astronaut returns to Earth and there's monkeys everywhere? And then he sees the Statue of Liberty on the beach and freaks out because he's been in New York the whole time. And New York sucks! All them yuppies and city slickers. Pretty sure that this isn't why that dude was upset. But fuck, I don't know enough about monkeys to contradict you. Long story short, I time traveled. The wormhole warped to fabric of time as well as space, it seemed. In an instant, I warped from the summer of '66 to the 2020s. Oh, God, tell me about why wormholes do that. He said they're where he put a cigar out on the fabric of space-time. I had to leave my wife, my whole life behind to investigate a cigar burn in outer space. God damn it. His fault, man. Take it up with him. You know what? I very well might. Anyhow, by time traveling past the day the dial-up occurred, well, I ended up being the only one guy on Earth to get left behind. The one normie left. Well, except heard something happened with the clowns. Right, they marched on DC and all got gunned down by the new gun-headed riot police. Tragic and hilarious. My God, you could hear the comical hunks for miles. I remember when clowns were everywhere, you know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, I guess this is the one advantage of living in this time and place, if there are any upsides at all. So, I guess it's just me left now. The last normie. It's why I got exiled from Dialtown in the first place, you know. Women done and true. Didn't want to conform and get my head replaced against my will, all for the sake of fitting in. Ooh, that's why I got kicked out of town. For threatening normality itself. Oh, give me a break. They use that same asinine line on you, too. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing normal about Dialtown. And there certainly ain't nothing normal about the mayor of that backwater slum. Excuse me. She has this idea that by putting these plans of hers into motion, she can somehow recreate. She's somehow recreating the downtown that Callum Crown president. Fuck, the water's coming back up. I spent time in Dialtown before they launched me into space, you know. Like, I actually saw the Dialtown that exists back then, unlike her. I personally knew her grandfather before he... She's an ignorant hypocrite, not fit to hold any office, let alone run an entire town. Mingus is certainly something, alright. You ever see her up close? She's got a cat head. A fleshy cat head pre-dial-up era. The kind from my time. You know why she got that engineered right? Because her grandpappy, President Spit again, Callum Crown, had a cat just like how she looks now. She's trying to morph into his old cat. That's terrifying, but why? Sure as hell beats me. I don't know why anyone would want to look like she does. And somehow she gets elected in public office time and time again, looking like that. And they're happy to kick me to the curb, yet their leader is the very definition of abnormality. Oh yeah, it definitely is. I can already feel it. She's a hypocrite. They all are in that damn dump. Although, I'm just... Not to, like, brag or anything, but it's pretty good. Downtown's a town of bigoted hicks. Sorry, that just hit me. Everyone in that godforsaken town's guilty by association. Oh, not everyone in Dialtown is that bad. Excuse me? They threw you out to the curb too, didn't they? The mayor's a prudish puss fine. But I have friends back in Dialtown too. I guarantee you anyone in that town sell you down the river without a second thought. And if you can't see that, then you're just as blind as they all are. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've answered all your questions. I think you've imposed on me and taken advantage of my hospitality for long enough. You should leave. Yeah, he kind of is. But, what? So you offer me a cup of coffee. If you want to gargle brown water, then go sip from a puddle. Oof. I've got things to do. It's a good comeback. You're like, what, stewing in your own bitterness? You don't know how long I've been here. I had to leave my whole life behind twice. Then again, being cast out of that bigoted town was probably a blessing in disguise for the both of us. I don't want to be alone. And I don't want company, so I suppose we're at an impasse. Oh, wait, except we ain't, because I've got a gun. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So get out. Move on. Find a better cesspit to squat in. And get yourself the hell out of mine. I don't know where to go. Follow the perimeter of the town until you find the freeway and hitchhike in literally any direction. Further you get away from Dialtown, the better. Don't make the mistake of settling too close to town like I did, or they have to put up with visitors like you showing up now and again. Wait, have others come by here? No one nearly as knowingly persistent as you. There's a shepherd who lives 8 or so miles down the road, but he knows to keep his distance on account of the signs. Sure didn't stop you, though. Right, signs can't stop me because I can't read. Knew I should have gone all out and stuck a head on a spike out front. Alright, I'll cut you a deal, partner. I'm willing to let you stay on my land if you want. But only from the chin up and at the end of the wooden stick. need my neck for hooting and hollering, swallowing and gargling. You sure are a repulsive creature, ain't you? Thanks, me too. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Thanks, me too. Please be patient with me. God isn't finished with me. Can I get that on like a hat or a shirt, please? Oh my god. That's the first thing you said so far that I happen to agree with, you know. Actually, no, now that I think of it. I've seen a woman skulking around these parts for the last week or so through my binoculars. Of course, she's never gotten too close to the shack. Seems she's the artsy type on account of her usually having an easel in her arm. Looks between 4'10" to 5'4", I'd say, unarmed, of course. Head's some kind of printer brown with a small white decal that I wasn't able to make out from this distance. Wait. Karen, you found Karen! You know this woman? Yeah, we... That's a truly revolting number of ellipses. This is fantastic news. She's smart. She'll figure a way to smuggle me back into Dialtown for sure. Goody for you. Now get out. You want to go back to that cesspit so bad? Then go. Get. Betcha she's over by the lake. That's where I'd go if I wanted to paint something from around these parts that wasn't trees, dirt, or shape. Alright, I guess I'll go look for her then. Yep. Guess I'll just skedaddle now. Oh, you've already said that. I feel weird just leaving you here. Don't. I want you to. But I feel like we've really hit it off. We haven't, and it took an enormous amount of restraint not to shoot you at least 18 times in the last 3 minutes. But you didn't. You held back. Maybe you really... Get out! Why do you want to come with me? 'Cause why in tarnation would I want to go back to Dialtown? I told you, that town's check full of low-down snakes. Worst of all, that mayor. But you don't know. Wouldn't it be really funny to see the mayor's face when I return? She's gonna be so pissed when she finds out I'm back. Might get mauled by police dogs again. We'll just have to see. My god, that's the stupidest... Wait. Huh. You really think that if you found your way back to Dialtown that you'd be able to get to the mayor herself? Bet, I've reached her once. I'm sure I can do it again. No kidding. Alright, partner. I suppose you've convinced me. It's a deal, then. I have? Just like that? Epic wowzers, very swag. You know, the deal is that I'm willing to accompany you back to Dialtown, not listen to your asinine idioms. I'll travel with you back to Dialtown just to get to the mayor and see her get her just desserts. Please bring the gun, you know, in case we encounter a pack of roaming feral hogs. Like hell, I'll leave my single action behind. If we're doing this, we're going all out. Let's head out. I want to get to the lake before we hit hog hour. 10 minutes of the worst chit-chat imaginable later. So are turnips like fruit or what? For the last time, partner. I told you I'm willing to accompany you, but needless chit-chat does not come under the terms of our agreement. I'll walk with you, shoot at anything that tries to shoot at us first, but I ain't up for banter of any kind. This will be the last turnip-related question, I promise. You've said that 3 times already, partner. His eyes. No more. You could be nicer to me, you know. And you could be quieter. My, what a world that might be. I could always yodel to pass the time. Where does the word turnip come from anyhow? Why would you assume I know that? I don't know, you seem to be a man who enjoys his turnips. I'm this close to using up 2 of these here bullets, you know. 2 bullets? You want to shoot me twice? 1 for me, 1 for you, actually. Between the 2 of us, I think I shoot myself first and then you after, so I wouldn't have to hear you gurgling on the ground. I gurgle on my feet too, in fairness, and gargle oft, I do. What sort of dialogue? Hey, Norm, I have one last question. If you ask me another question about turnips or radishes, I swear you're gonna taste lead for the rest of your short life. No, I wanted to ask, is Mingus right about Dialtown? Dialogue? Go on. What are you talking about now? Are you starting to piece together why they might have waited to get rid of you? No, not the exiling part. Her wanted to make Dialtown just like it was when Callum was in charge. I guess what I mean is, do you think Dialtown was better off before Callum died? Before he what now? You think he's... You don't know a damn thing about what President Crown achieved, do you? I know he had a funny head, wore a flag tie, and made lots of telephones. That's the gist of him, right? The gist of... He was the greatest leader this year's country's ever had, a visionary. And a tragic waste of potential in the end. I found out what happened to him after I jumped forward in time, of course. So wait, he's not dead, but is gone? That's the thing. That's the long and short of it, yeah. To my knowledge, he's alive and kicking, but still completely gone. I'm even more confused now. You make brain hurt, Matt. Are we? Are we Callum Crown? I would not put it over this game if we ended up being Callum Crown. I would not put it past this game. Either that or God. No, we know we're not God. Because we've seen God. We've talked to him many times. We're definitely not God, but it would make some sense if, we're Callum Crown. Make brain hurt magic hat man. Alright, alright. Maybe you'll understand if I start at the very beginning, context and all. Ham. Shouldn't have form of God, though? It could be. Man, I'm debating, because we're almost out of time. This is so good, though. Ugh. You know what? I'll go 30 more minutes. I'll go until 5:30. And then we'll stop. 5:30 and then we'll stop. Ahem.
Callum Crown was born here in Dialtown
Oh.
in 1923. Growing up in the 30s, in an era of depression and change, Callum found himself transfixed with the technology that was becoming slowly commonplace at the time, namely the telephone. Callum was born with a severe deformity, having only one complete limb, his left arm. While extraordinarily bright, he lived a solitary life, watching other kids outside perform feats he could only dream of. When the early 40s rolled around, Callum signed up to fight in World War II, but wasn't accepted on account of his disability. He had to stay home and bitterly follow the war alongside the rest of those unfit to fight via hazy radio transmissions. If only I could walk, Callum thought to himself. If I could walk, I could serve. It was at that time that Callum put his garage workshop to good use. Made use of scraps of just about any metal he could get his hands on, forged himself a pair of prosthetic legs, which, while crudely assembled, were virtually unheard of at the time. He sent the Army Registration Office a note, vouching for his new metallic appendages, vowing to join their cause, whatever the cost. He never got a reply. So he simply sent another letter, then another, and another. What started as one letter quickly became dozens. Always a motivated guy, Callum decided to use his head, try something new. Callum bought his first telephone. After getting through to Dialtown's head enlister, Callum found out that to his shock, every single one of his letters had hit their mark, but was simply thrown out en masse. I'm here to recruit the best of the best this country has to offer, the recruiter stated over the phone. Not some freak with metallic legs to slow the rest of my boys down. With a single disconnecting click, Callum's dreams were obliterated yet again. Callum, now full of spite and determination, decided to better himself further. He built himself a right hand out of just about any metal he could find left over from the construction of his legs, connected the copper wires to his own nerves, and forged the very first fully working prosthetic hand. With the war winding down, Callum decided to go out to patent his designs. People at the patent office looked at him as though he were a freak, with his rusted iron clanking hand and his bulky metallic legs. Callum bitterly listened to the end of the war, now disillusioned, via hazy radio transmission whilst tweaking his mechanical limbs to be more functional. Come 1948, Callum decided to try his hand at selling his mechanical limbs to war veterans, many of which had returned in the coming months after the war. Initially, they sold like hotcakes, allowing Crown to move from his garage to a small manufacturing plant. Sadly, this did not turn out to be a sustainable business model, as once each soldier bought a prosthetic leg or two, they didn't need to buy another. Come 1950, Callum struggled to move even one limb. This led him back to the drawing board. His inventions had dramatically improved his own quality of life. He wondered if he could offer his fellow man an upgrade. Advanced metallic limbs had tools built in, had increased strength or flexibility. Limbs that could even change humanity, even the world as he knew it, just that he changed his own life. Callum took him to the public, parading his new and improved models around in the street shows, using himself as a test subject. Was laughed off as a monster with metallic limbs, trying to sell his own misery to others. Callum was looked on as a self-mutilated idiot, someone who made himself a freak for show, and not as a talented and determined visionary who paved the path that he needed underneath him to walk.
I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove the whole world wrong if I must.
Callum gradually became more cynical. He began reading more into the market with the vain hopes of copying success, and sure enough, he figured it out. Sadly, America had turned into a luxury market. Washing machines, televisions, refrigerators, all were selling faster than the nearby factories could churn them out. Callum's idea to integrate organics and inorganics wasn't taken to right away. With a lack of sales revenue, Callum had to all but shut down Crowd Mechanics Incorporated and let each and every one of his workers go. Callum soon became something of a town oddity, not unlike myself. A door-to-door salesman made of clunking rusted metal, a vendor of that which was unwanted. Callum somehow felt lonelier than ever before, even more so than when he was back in his garage, watching the rest of the world move outside his window. He reflected on his loneliness, once again being bound to his workshop next to his phone, desperate not to miss a single opportunity for his dream to take off. His phone. It connected him to the world outside of the workshop, to the rest of Dialtown. Perhaps it could again. That's when he realized.
I've got it now.
Callum spent a full year working on his new design. A telephone that's built into your head, could be swapped and traded for other such devices, and has a 5-year warranty. No repurchases required. Surprisingly, despite their clunkiness and novelty, the practicality of having complete and portable phone access anywhere in the world through airwave frequencies wasn't lost on people. And interestingly, the phones caught on quickly. A typewriter alternative even became common, allowing text to be printed from one's own head, as if the user was having a conversation with the very paper itself. Unpredictably, these phone heads caused a massive boom to employment, with young men and women getting hired left, right, and center as both manufacturers, but also operators in switchboard exchanges. This economic boom made Callum extraordinarily popular, which he used to run for mayor, the Senate, and finally the presidency, all 3 roles he walked into, seen as a visionary, a man who could change the face of America for the second time. Becoming leader of the United Nations, Callum proposed to the world his vision for the future. His idea of a functional, inclusive, and wondrous mechanical world where all problems from famine to animal extinction, societal conflict to resource shortages, all could be solved, preventing future wars and creating worldwide harmony. However, due to paranoia, he refused to write the plan down in its entirety or tell anyone what it is prior to the proposal's agreement. Needless to say, the vote in favor for the plan won by a landslide. In the coming years, the whole world was converted to have inorganic heads. Women, children, animals too. Callum stood on the tallest podium given to a human being today, and failed the hardest for it. He began to give his ultimate speech, his oratory opus.
My fellow humans, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Without further ado, the full details of my plan to substantially improve the whole world.
Delete voicemails?
Callum had accidentally wiped his own answers, which for his model telephone was being used to store his memories.
Ooh.
All of them. With Callum having given himself total amnesia in an instant, the whole world was stunned. Life was made fundamentally different for everyone. All for a promise never kept. The changes, the thought process behind these sweeping modifications, now a mystery. So, the world just picked up the pieces, without Callum, of course. Nowadays, Callum sits in an old nursing home, alone, tuning a busted radio, asking anyone who comes near him.
Is the war over yet? I can't get a signal.
Oh. Huh. Me too. Oh my god. He deserved better for his service. Poor guy. Maybe he did, but it's just the way the world works, you know? No system values its pawns. Life ain't about what you deserve. It's about what you get. That's eerie. My friend Karen said that to me once. You know the woman you're about to meet? Meet? You make your arrangement with her and I'll just keep my distance, thank you very much. Nonsense, you've gotta meet her. She's like a question about the space cowboy linger in the distance though, yeah. She can ask you as many questions as she cares to. My answer's still the same. I swore that I'd accompany you till we reached the mayor, but I say nothing about chattering to your strange friends. She's lovely though, she's no nonsense, just like yourself. It's true. Don't try to butter me up. She and I are nothing alike, I guarantee you that. Really hate other people, huh? You know what? I think I'm gonna try to change your mind about that. Not everyone's bad, you know? Butter me up? Okay, thanks. She still got something good in the world. Sometimes people toss me meat. Hope that you'll get to see that. For the record, accompanying you does not include the learning of life lessons. If I wanted to learn a crushing life lesson, I'd get married again or rub a kid's exposed fluffy belly. Nah, partner. I'm just dandy as I am, thank you very much. Now then, let's keep moving. Sun's setting, and believe it or not, I don't want to see you break your ankle stepping in a gopher hole and fear me, and for me to have to put you out of your misery like a broken horse. I wouldn't take it personally if you had to. Wow, that was certainly a story about Callum. Appreciate you all meeting with me here yet again. You know what? I think that might actually be a good place to end. I know I said 5:30, but I need to take a break. I need to take a break. Oh man. Especially after that. That was something. Keeping your word. Hey, happens sometimes. Phone gee. Alright, well. We will finish up Dialtown next Monday, though. That I can promise. We will finish this game up Monday. So, come on by for Monday if you want to. I mean, I'm sure most of you do, but good lord. This game is crazy, and it's getting me emotional, which is weird. I don't know if I could be entirely emotional about a game where people have phones and various other appliances for heads, but nevertheless. Yeah, I'm thinking of also probably getting the soundtrack too, just so I can like play it on stream. Even though a lot of like the songs here, I can I don't know exactly how to describe it. I'm gonna call it like Toby Fox syndrome, where a lot of the songs have the same beats and things and like notes to them and choruses and whatnot. So I can definitely hear that in the soundtrack. But either way, yeah, come by on Friday if you want to draw or if you want to see people drawing stuff. Come by on Saturday if you want to leitmotif. Yes, that's what it's called. Thank you. Saturday, possibly if we can get a lot of people, we'll do Jackbox. If not, then yeah. Is this Renpy? Can you extract the music? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like paying for the soundtrack is, you know, a little more worth. This dude, This dude kind of deserves the money, honestly. I mean, technically, yes, I did pay for the music as well if I, you know, bought the game. But, I don't know, I'll think about it. Either way, come by on Saturday. If we have a lot of people, we'll do Jackbox. If we don't, then I'm sure Kendros and I will figure out something to do. And Monday for finishing this up, and I'm not sure what else. It probably won't take the entire stream on Monday, so I gotta figure out something I want to do. I said Nier Replicant, but man, thinking about like actually playing it, I don't know. Maybe it'll change. Maybe my feelings will change come Monday, but like, I just kind of have a feeling that I just like don't want to play it. Not that the game's bad. I just, you know, sometimes you just have moods, you know. And sometimes you're like, man, I want to play this game because I want to enjoy it for what it is, or I want to play this other game because I want to enjoy it for what it is. So, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, all of you have a great rest of your day. I will see. Am I pregnant? No. not mood as in like mood swings, or as in food. As in like feeling like what I want to do. Not as in like I'm happy and angry now. You know what I mean? God. Do you guys remember in Fairly Odd Parents that the guy fairies are the ones that get pregnant? I just wanted to remind you of that fact, cuz that fact is just horrifying to me. Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm not a fan of mpreg. I'm not. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Anyways, getting that off of my Why must you say these things? I'm sorry, we're no longer friends. I can't associate with you anymore. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, can I just like unmod? There you go. Unmod. There you go. You think I don't have the power to get rid of your mod status? I can give and I can take away. No, I'll give it back. Alright, well, Annie, if you want it, give me one reason. Give me one reason why I should mod you, Annie. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this mod power? Yeah, you contribute nothing. Yes, what will you do with the mod power? I will also just continue harassing you. You're not fair. But do I do it though? I don't know. I can't give mod power out willy-nilly. But you do make a convincing argument. Alright, anyways, that's it. That's all. Sorry. Gates closed. No more mod powers for anyone. Alright. With that, though, I will actually head out. All of you have a great rest of your day. I will see you all soon. Bye!